Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. So we just met Darvin. Darvin? Yeah, that was his name. Darvin in his new capital, Breinhart. And, of course, he settled right across the river from us. That's fine. We're going to head over here to the Swamp Witch's hut. We have a couple of quests that involve the witch here. One is finding some like herbs and things she needs, and we haven't found those. But the other is maybe buying a book from her. So we're gonna see if maybe she has the book that we're looking for.
Why couldn't you just stay at home? You were a judge. You had respect.
Respect has very little intrinsic value. The question is whether it gets you what you want, and I wanted far more than respect could fetch me.
Okay. I don't know where to begin to even find the things that we're looking for this switch. It wouldn't surprise me actually either if I at one point have had the things and sold them or something. One of them is Mudleaf, which I feel like I've seen before. The other two, Mudleaf, Gloomberry, and Dizzyhead. I do not remember seeing Gloomberry or Dizzyhead anywhere. But we do have this this one, an ancient formula. 3 volumes of alchemical treatise of transmutations and bodily poisons. We've got 2 of them. We have part 2 and part 3. So we need part 1. I guess we'll see if she has that. What I suspect a little bit is that we have to complete this other errand for her in order to get that book from her, maybe. We'll see if that's the case. I think she's like down this way. Yeah, here we go. They're walking so slow. It must be our, because we're in heavy encumbrance. Usually they run faster, but that's got to be why. We need to unload. We picked up a whole bunch of suits of armor. And I think, and weapons too, maybe. We've got, what, camping rations. Where are those? Here, 9. It must be the armor that's weighing us down. So maybe just drop some of that stuff. Unless we can, maybe we could sell some to her. Everybody's moving really slow. Okay. Do you have a book we're looking for? You again. I'd offer you tea, but I don't have any. How about a cup of death cap tincture instead? Best thing for health. Well, let's see if it shows up in her stuff for trade. Yeah, so I recently learned that we have this whole system here to basically like offer up stuff. I guess it must not do anything that's enhanced, because it doesn't throw those in. Mithril full plate. Don't remember noticing that. Let's hang on to that. I think we can lose this hide armor now. Ragongar had been wearing that, but he's got new armor. We're still in heavy. So let's view all here. Our supplies. We've got so many of these things. These Hydra eyes are actually taking up quite a bit of weight. Let's just unload a few of these flasks that we're never using. Whoops, not that. That gets us down to medium. We must be... Oh, we have like all these cloaks. Those are 3 pounds each. So this offer, this thing is really nice. But it would be even better to be able to, like, I don't know, mark some of these other things for sale as well. Okay. Unload that stuff. Now, does she have... Okay, she does have part 1. Yes. That is exactly what we needed. About your ingredients, though. I have no idea. There are some mushrooms over here. Like, are those things just located in this area? Like, it could be that we don't even have to look that far for them. Like, could they just be right out, right next door? Just herbs.
Onwards.
The map showed mushrooms over here. Just regular mushrooms. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think we've found any of those things that she needs. Mudleaf is the only one that sounds somewhat familiar. I don't know how far away we were needing to look for that stuff. We've got the book though, so let's just call that good. Head on out of here. Go see Bokken, which is clear up at the top of the map. He's still at Oleg's, I think. I didn't notice. I wonder if our encumbrance affects our speed here on the map as well. It would make sense that it would. I wonder if that's why we ended up having to camp so much on our recent trip. A couple days up there. Guess we can do that. Maybe when we cross back into our border.
My strength betrays me.
Okay, let's camp. And then when we get back into our border, we should check on our kingdom
I wonder what
events.
feeling an undead halfling would evoke from the peasants. Fear or laughter?
I think disgust, but I don't feel like testing the theory.
Let's not test it. Okay, let's keep going. I think this should get us back into our land. Okay, yeah. So let's check these things. Raising Thieves. Triumph. Good. Got those BP back. Yeah, so I guess this is the second time that's happened that thieves have stolen our BP. I feel like it was even more than 450. We better just keep a reserve if that's going to keep showing up. We don't want that throwing us into the negative like it did. Okay. The Jubilast wants to speak to us in the throne room. Whale hunt? Some Ulfen seafarers are preparing to go hunting for crimson whales and have invited everyone willing to join them. The endeavor is dangerous, but those who take part will win much glory and spread the kingdom's fame far and wide. Valerie, go whale hunting. Slum dwellers. Okay, and then projects. Trading with Breinhardt. That gives us 7 to economy and 5 BP per week for only 200 BP. Some of these trade agreements, it's like we have to spend so much to complete them, it's hardly worth it. Let's actually put Octavia there. I feel like we may need Jubilast for something else. Okay. So let's continue on up to Oleg's. It's been a while since we've been to Oleg's trading post.
Strength betrays me.
That was one of the first areas we ever visited.
You laugh at death, but you will face it someday. No, I won't. Think about it. So long as I'm alive, there's no death. And then when it comes, I'll already be gone.
Actually not a terrible philosophy to live by. Random encounter, you spotted the enemies. We've evaded the enemies. So let's see if Bokken is happy with these books we found.
No stopping now.
About those tasks. Okay. Here's the book you wanted. Part 1. Here's the second volume. And here's part 3. Just what I need. Okay, all 3 volumes. All that's left now is to read through them, assemble all the necessary ingredients, but I can handle that myself. Thank you for your help. I'll send word once I've found something. Okay. Wait for news from Bokken. It's been a while since we talked to Oleg. How are things going in the trading post? We're fine, I guess. Just please try not to be too mad about our taxes, Your Highness. We send them to Restov, sure, but we still bring trade to your lands. We still benefit you. That's right, we had the whole issue where Restov was taxing them, even though they're under our roof. We allowed it to continue. Okay. I believe we're done here. So, that didn't quite finish this quest. think the other things we're waiting there. I think this was a event or project we need to complete. We need to claim the more lands. It feels like we should be working toward that. We have like 4 new areas we can annex. Okay. Then we need a settlement in the North Nara Marches. We need to find stuff. So other than Knock Knock's quest, don't have a real strong directive at the moment. Jubilast did want to speak to us in the throne room, so might make sense to head back there. What's this ring we've apparently not picked up? Ring of Security. +2 deflection bonus. And a +2 resistance bonus. And spell resistance 14. Let's take a look and see if anybody could use that. I don't remember what rings Jaethal is wearing. I think she has 2 rings on. She has the Ring of Evasion. Continually grants the wearer the ability to avoid damage as if the player had evasion ability. Whenever she makes a reflex saving throw to determine whether she takes half damage, a successful save results in no damage. And then the Ring of Protection +3. Don't we actually have a +4? We do. I forgot we picked that up. So then, this Ring of Security. Tempted to try that instead of the Ring of Evasion. I can't remember if she's getting the deflection bonus on anything else. Let's see what happens to your AC. Doesn't change it. It already has the resistance bonus as well. So I wonder if this really gives spell resistance. That may be the only thing that's really giving her, versus it feels like this could potentially help her all the time. The evasion. I think we'll throw that back on. So what about somebody else like Ragongar? He has the Ring of Planar Protection, deflection bonus, and saving throws versus Conjuration School. The Ring of Protection +2. Well, you can take the +3 for sure. I don't know. Less deflection bonus. Spell resistance. How about a Miri? Improved proficiency, deflection bonus, +1 competence bonus on attack rolls. I'm gonna leave that on. So I don't know, maybe nobody has real use for that. You can throw the +3 ring on him. He's still wearing Tartuccio's ring. This would actually maybe... This would be a little bit better for him. He must already have a deflection bonus on something else. Oh, the Ring of Protection. Yeah. Well, I guess we can leave that on. He gets the spell resistance. That can't be bad. Okay. So I think we need to head back to the throne room. See what Jubilost needs. We should maybe look at... Did we annex another...
Strength betrays me.
I think we were looking at annexing the Dire Gnarl Marches. I don't remember if we actually did that or not.
Rest is in order.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Jubilost. Deo, the movement of goods through our lands continues to grow. It's time we exercised your right to charge fees and taxes on merchants who enter your borders. In the past, Burvoy has exercised this right, but now it's in your hands. You only have to decide what to levy taxes on. I recommend you steer to the middle course. Do not oppress the merchants too greatly. Do not believe their complaints and claims of poverty either. You should place a tax on goods for the rich and on craft materials for artisans. They both have enough income to survive these taxes without going bankrupt. Certainly you're free to dismiss my advice. After all, what's the word of a famous traveler who's seen so many countries and watched how they prosper? Let the merchants pay fees only when importing luxury goods. Loyalty, economy, +1 BP per region, +2 BP per upgraded region. Unrest state improves. Kingdom effect. Wealth taxes. Each week a random kingdom stat is increased by 1. Also provides +3 BP per week for each upgraded region in the kingdom and +1 BP per week for a region without any upgrades. Or let the merchants pay fees on luxury goods and materials for craftsmen. We lose a little community and loyalty. 2 BP per region and +4 per upgraded region. Kingdom effect, material taxes +5 BP per week for each upgraded region in the kingdom, +2 per week for each region without any upgrades. This one we get the kingdom stats. We get more BP with this one. We tax everything. We lose community, loyalty, stability. Get more BP. 7 BP per week for each upgraded region. Each week there is a 7.5% chance of rioting, which worsens the kingdom's state of unrest. No choice, no taxes. Loyalty and economy and improved unrest state. No import taxes. So he wants us to do this one. Tax the goods and the materials. I'm tempted more just to do this one. Just only tax the luxury goods. It's less BP per week. We're talking about if within upgraded regions, which we only have, I think only one of our regions is upgraded at the moment. 3 BP per versus 5, so we're talking 2 per week, so 104 BP over the course of a year, which we could easily buy with the gold we have. With this, we get our unrest state improves. We get an increase in the kingdom stat each week. I think we're just going to charge fees on the luxury goods. So that's how you want it. All right then. At least it will make the people happy. Perhaps that's even more important than a few extra coins. I think so, Jubilast. This may actually be the first time that we have not gone along with what our advisor was recommending. Check in here. Disaster with the court intrigue. The situation has become a diplomatic scandal. The neighboring queen received a letter of warning from the warden and accused our advisor of trying to besmirch her counselor. We lost some relations, stability, and espionage. Right, Ekun. I think that was the one that he had like 5% chance to succeed, so it's not surprising. Okay, we talked to Jubilast. We can upgrade our economy now, so I think we may do that. Let's put it in there. I didn't see. Okay, that doesn't cost any BP. How are we doing? 485. I feel like it was 500 that we lost. We really should keep our BP above. We've got so much money. It's just, we could easily buy 1,000 BP. Just keep some buffer there for that. So, events, slum dwellers. In any region, there are beggars, vagabonds, and paupers that roam the streets and refuse work. The problem here is growing out of control. Okay, I feel like we read that already. So Ekun can go on that, 25%. We've only got 2 crisis points. I don't think we're going to spend one on that. Okay. Oh, let's take a look at regions. Okay, we never did actually claim this one. So do we want to do this, or I think we had the same situation. We could have done this, but we ranked up a advisor instead. I think we're going to do the same thing again. Did we start up everything else? Yeah. Oh, did we finish building the shrines? I guess we had somebody working on that. Okay. Rank 7 for economy. Ashes and dust. Success. The minister's people acted swiftly and precisely. They tracked down one of the members of the gang when he came to collect tribute from another victim. They bribed him to turn on his fellows, and the criminals were caught one by one. Get a little bit of espionage there. Good, because that was getting pretty low. Strategist failure. Officers were too ignorant and poorly educated. The training didn't do them any good. They'll just have to keep fighting the old-fashioned way. And the whale hunt failure. The Grand Diplomat wasn't able to find enough volunteers. Desna's wayside shrines. Shrines have been built. Good deal. Okay, the counselor wants to talk. Let's go do that. Tristan. Deo, the situation has become rather fraught. A group of mercenaries arrived in our lands to seek a better future. They've banded together for safety. Some have been hired by our merchants as bodyguards. Alas, their manners are low and the locals are prejudiced against them. They fight more and more often. The peasants want us to banish the mercenaries from the city. The merchants expect us to protect them, regardless of the peasants' complaints. If you ask me, we mustn't surrender to hatred. This matter should be resolved peacefully. Draw from the treasury to finance more guards. They'll put an end to these clashes. Nothing's going to change if we simply choose sides. We must mediate, though this takes money and a will for peace. Throw out the mercenaries. Lose economy, get some stability. Finance more guards from the treasury. 100 BP. Get stability and economy. Send our citizens the message that these mercenaries are under our protection. Lose stability. We can afford 100 BP. Finance more guards from the treasury. Make sure the merchants' guards don't fight with common people. Whatever money we spend on new guards, it will be worth it if it prevents any more blood from being spilled. Lindsay is here too. Why would you look at that? Svetlana sent you a letter. It seems she's worried about old Bokken. The letter is very emotional. Ah. Does this have to do with the books we gave him? Okay. I guess maybe we need to go back to Oleg's. Talk to Bokken. Okay. Well, let's finish up here. Then we can head back up there. Arrears. We've been through this before too. Peasants refuse to pay their taxes. This year the spring came late and last year's harvest was poor. They barely have enough food for themselves. The citizens of the neighboring regions are watching the situation closely. Who should be put in charge of handling it? Looks like Jubilost is going to have the best chance on that. Let's see if it works to have him there. Military outrage. Some soldiers on leave have been bullying the peasants. Regular clashes have been occurring in the streets and taverns. Such brutality gives the army a bad name, and these fights will end up in a massacre sooner or later. Peasants have been forming gangs to catch and punish the drunken soldiers one by one. It's time to put an end to this. $55 there for Tristan. Black Ravine. These places have had a bad reputation for a while, but they became even more dangerous after a group of grim, quiet travelers visited them. The plants are dying, the animals are fleeing, and the undead have begun to roam the area. We need Tristan for that one. Which means Amiri or Lindsay here. I don't think I'm going to spend any crisis points there on those. So we can rank up Tristan there. He's going to be busy though. Strengthen Mager's skills as a treasurer. $100 BP for that. Oh, we need to rank up military. And lots to do here. Okay. All right, let's do that one. We'll start these. Oh, we don't have an advisor for that one, so okay. All right. So we need to head back to Oleg's. Visit Bokken again. Find out what's up with these books. Okay. That's interesting. The icon's still there from the enemies we avoided last time.
My strength betrays me.
I'm surprised everybody made it that far without resting. Guess it was just over a day's travel, and we hadn't really done anything. Okay, what's up, Bokken? Bokken looks tired and haggard. His face is gray, his brow furrowed, and his eyes shine with a feverish glow. Who's there? What is it? Oh, it's you. How convenient. I need your help. We have to run some tests. Tests? What tests? I found the formula all on my own. These damned books didn't have it. Nothing but hints and half-truths there. But you can't fool old Bokken that easily. Heh. What formula? The elixir of eternal youth, a most wondrous brew. Restores the strength in one's hands and the swiftness in one's feet. I first heard of it when I was still just a lad and I didn't believe in it. But now I've lived a long life and I've seen even stranger things, so I thought, why not give it a try? So I asked you to find these books for me. I'd heard that one of the volumes contains a formula. Well, it turns out they don't. All they do is make things clear as mud. Still, I was able to find something useful in there. I can't remember how many nights I stayed up working on the solution, but here it is. Bokken proudly shows you a few vials filled with silvery liquid. Can't drink it yet, though. Must test it first. Can't be too careful with these things. Bokken gives you an expectant look, so will you help me? She's probably right. This isn't going to lead anywhere good. But I'll do it. Wonderful, thanks for that. Let's try it on a dog first. There's a mud on a leash around the corner. You can test the stuff on it. I won't feel bad for it if something goes wrong. That'll teach it to stop barking at me every time I pass by. I could do it myself, but what if it's off the leash? It won't harm you as it would harm me. Okay, now I don't know if we need to torment the dog for the sake of your ambition. Yeah, this potion of youth, I don't know, this all sounds a little bit shaky. Bokken is practically shaking with indignation. I guess that's why Svetlana called us here. We shouldn't be encouraging him in this. So that's how it is it? Fine, I'll just make it on my own. Won't be the first time. Okay, well, yeah. It's weird because none of the options were, yeah, we'll go do it. It was just, no, we won't, or I should go. Like, I'm pretty sure. I guess I'll have to look back. I don't think that any of the options were, yeah, we'll go give it to the dog. So it seemed like that response was really the only quest-related response that there was. But I guess we should have said, we'll go and give it to the dog. So I guess we failed that. Okay, dang it. Well, not sure that that was really best thing to get involved with anyway. Svetlana gives you a slight bow. Greetings, Your Highness. How's life at the trading post these days? Much better than it was under the Stag Lord. I'm not sure what we would have done if not for you and your wise decisions, Your Highness. My husband is a reserved man, unlikely to express his true feelings, so I'd like to express my sincere gratitude on behalf of us both.
Follow me.
Well, we will go rest in your rooms upstairs. I think in a different type of playthrough, I would probably reload and redo that sequence with Bokken, but it is what it is. We're not going to be successful in everything. I guess I think that means probably we're going to head out here and maybe go explore some of the area out to the west where there are several locations we haven't visited and some new map to uncover. So next time we'll head out here in the rain and check out those areas since we don't have major quest to work on at the moment. I guess we failed that with Bokken, but it's off our list now at least. We clean up our quest list. Still need to keep our eye out for these ingredients. Alright, thanks for being here and watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.